check it out. And it's either you're in the new shift or you stuck in the previous shifts. You stuck in the old shift in this motherfucker. Let's get it started.
That you see the shadow in the back of the room. He's the one directing traffic. He is the one that we're afraid of. He's the one that's king smart. He's pulling the shots. He is the most dangerous for generations.
I just made a nigga double dutch. I just made your bitch she double dutch. I just made a zombie double dutch. I just made a whole world double dutch. Shake you double dutch. Shake you double dutch. Shake you double dutch. Shake you double dutch. I just made a nigga wanna double dutch. I just made your bitch I got a double dutch. Damn, yeah. Then I spoke a Dutch. Throw the weed up in the blunt. She panic at that beat that touch. Girl, I don't want too much, but you know I just want Venus. Lotus and you know Taurus. Claim that shit, that you know I read her. I'm an astrologer. Just when I got her purse, don't copy my words while I wear that first. Nigga like on my core, I just learned that core. Got nigga like he weird, but he got that one. Gosh, I don't need no more. I'm more flowing through space. I bet I'm fuck with my core. I came down the earth just to leave my lord. Getting some bucks in dirt they can't afford. This world not in a castle I adore. Can't tie, I got a bitch, she's scoring one big as a horse. I close that course, no passport. My guns don't need no ass. Can't bet my chest stack up. That guy's no tab. My folks can give you it. I'm cyclops, took my ass, those flames will bash.
He's pulling the shots.
Shout out Young Thug in this motherfucking shit.
I just made a nigga double dutch. I just made your bitch she double dutch.
Oh.
I just made a zombie double dutch. I just made the whole world double dutch. Make you double dutch. Make you double dutch. Make you double dutch. Make you double dutch. I just made a nigga wanna double dutch. I just made your bitch I got a double dutch. God damn, man, this beat slaps. Bitch, I'm the police, forgot and no, I never tap. Drove got in this spaceship like Star Wars, no lights, I rap. Bitches who start pilot and you know I smoke a sack. Jetbox, I be high. Never no day that I'm gon' die, but I'm your favorite cause I'm in the sky. Regulators gon' charge you for a die on shit cause you know I steady go without time. You would have all day like time. Don't heal, I probably would came by. Such a hill, that shit that's saving life. My territory with my logo, shine, give you skin, yeah, I be waking life. Sweet and sour. Lemonade needs cause you don't like to pay. Don't speak that jet all on your face. Damn man, like Sonic, give me your place. I'm probably the messenger. Forgot, gon' see that message for your space.
He's the one that we're all afraid of.
He's the
one that's
one.
king smart.
One.
I just made a nigga double dutch. I just made your bitch she double dutch. I just made a zombie double dutch. I just made the whole world double dutch. Shake you double dutch. Shake you double dutch. Shake you double dutch. Shake you double dutch. I just made a nigga wanna double dutch. I just made your bitch I got a double dutch.
I You know, I just made a nigga double dutch. I just made a bitch she double dutch. Double dutch. Go smoke your ass. Go smoke you a nail, man. Motherfucking shit. But check it out. You know what I'm saying? So hold on. Let me make sure we oh shit. Make sure we live and direct first of all. Oh, give me like literally 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. But yeah, it's either you're in a new shift. Are we good? Oh. Yeah. It's either you're in a new shift or you're stuck in your old ways. You know what I'm saying? Now, you may ask me, Jet, what you mean by that? In a new, I mean, it's really not that deep. It's really just self-explanatory. But what you want to realize is this. People that be in the old way of living in life, it's kind of like they have no choice but be stuck in their old ways. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying it's a negative or positive. See, I come from the equilibrium. You know what I'm saying? Let me put these glasses back on. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I come from the equilibrium. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in a space in where I'm just here to teach. You know what I'm saying? And whatever I'm teaching, whatever I'm trying to explain to y'all, whatever I'm trying to show y'all, any form of information, it's just me trying to relay that information in the best way I can from the space I'm from. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, see, people just be, when you understand, people don't really understand all the if, ands, or buts, or all around of a situation. You start to realize that when they be stuck in that certain way of seeing shit, it's like you can see it from a mile away on how that scenario will turn out, but you choose like to take your like it's like if you, let's for example, like let's say you're having some sort of relativity with an individual that you met like in real life. I'm in real life shit. You know what I'm saying? And this relativity with this individual, for example, it could be someone you met during some work, some job program search shit, some job retail search, whatever y'all call that shit. I don't know. I forgot what y'all call that. Uh, those things be important too. Like I ain't gonna not important, but important for like meeting new people, because it's kind of like school in the aspect. It's not about learning; it's about meeting new people. You know what I'm saying? So when you're understanding, when you're meeting new people in a certain way of expressions, it's like, let's say you're going, like let's say my first example, you go on job searching, but you're in that one club where it's like y'all do it. I think y'all do it in like high school when y'all about to graduate, and y'all have like the colleges y'all want to go to, and y'all meet new people, y'all talking to new people. It's like that same thing, but in a job aspect. And it's like, if you, when you're in that program in life, it's like, that's why they be like, how did you how did you find this job? Like they ask you questions like, how did you find this job? Like, and you got to answer like all this. It's like it'd be that same expression, but let's say you're in the public version of that. So you really found this job from like somebody selling something. They give you their card. You meet them in person. You, you meet their arena. You meet the people. It's like the atmosphere. You meeting them. Let's say you're meeting them, and that one individual you're meeting has a certain way on how they want you to approach this job, and you found the job strictly on their behalf. So you don't want to rustle. What's up? Rustle any feather. How you say it? You don't want to rustle any feather. What do y'all? How do y'all say that? Rustle any feathers, and and things of that nature. You don't want to ruffle. I say rustle. You don't want to ruffle any feathers. And let's say, so you want to go with how that individual said it. Like, yeah, when you meet this individual, you'll meet this manager, and to tell them you know me and I know you, and we'll go from there. And then she or he will definitely hire you. And when they hire you, it'll be a space of where like I put the good word for you, and I'll even text them, and it's like you appreciate it, but you're seeing them stuck in like some old way how to see things. Who said that individual manager even still likes this individual? You know what I'm saying? Who like, or let's say that like let's say a manager does like this individual. Who said this manager wants to see any other individual but them? They may be a favorite. So it's like you never know. It's like, that's why I say, like, when you're with an individual, when you're relating with an individual that be stuck in an old shift of how to see things, they may think to themselves that, oh, where people are still seeing things in this scenario. It's kind of like wrestling. Like wrestling don't hit the same like it used to. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's the same shit. It's like in real life, you meet individuals. It's not like and it's not like people have that same scenario. Like, okay, oh, yo, you trying to because you meet one of your talking with one of your friends or whatever like that, and tell them you trying to record something, trying to record a song together, and they tell you like, I mean, I ain't trying to record right now. I'm just trying to smoke, or I'm just trying to, I'm just trying to chill and talk and things like that. And that's cool and all. Like, but that should be something it's already done. Like that should be something that's not we talk about. Like, let's do it. It's like that's an old shift of seeing things. Like seeing talking. It's like it could be an expression of where telling the individual, yo, you trying to like it's you know what I'm saying. If y'all know what I'm trying to say, but it's gonna be shit like for example, the old shift would have been like, hey, yo, hey, like you trying to link. The new shift of things, seeing things is like we pull up to that environment, but we let them know beforehand like what's gonna happen. It's not like some random shit like we just have a feeling. Oh, it's like it's weird. Like you gotta know how to see these things. You know what I'm saying? So when you're seeing it from like things like that, it's like shit makes so much more sense because now you're seeing things from the aspect of where in the spiritual realm, it's like we're already connected in different scenarios on how we see something. And that's something where we're trying to relate to. It's like we're getting out of the more um like it's like how I explain it? It's like we're getting out of the stepping on toes. It's more like if that toe was stepped on, it would have to be stepped on because why was it there in front of me at that moment? That means you have alternative moments. That means you're lost in the old shift of seeing something. That means you must have thought, oh, I'm supposed to move my leg and oh what? Now we're in a new shift where nigga we motherfuckers real spirits are back. Like that's the shit we're on. And when I say that, I ain't talking about some revolution shit. I'm just talking about some shit like it's either you're a teacher or you're not. And that's where things get dirty at because you may not realize that you the way you are expressing something or by just seeing something, an individual might have already seen it that way like a long time ago, and you're here trying to express it in a way on how you're trying to have your cake and eat it too, like in a space on where you're like, yeah, but I could have done it better. Oh yeah, it's like motherfucker, this individual already thought they could have done it better 1,000 times. That's why they're not doing it like that. That's why they're doing a different profession. They could be doing something like basketball, but the profession is art. So when a motherfucker tells that basketball player, "Oh, I can done better," it's like they already knew that because that's not even their profession. Their profession is art, and you telling them criticism and even criticism in their eyes is like constructive criticism. So they see it as in like, yeah, I already knew that. I just want to see what I was doing here. So like it's like we're in a shift where we don't take things so personal now. It's like weird. It's like so it's like motherfucker what we hear that and just take that as constructive criticism instead of beating themselves up like, damn, bro, wow, man, I just wanted to do this and I just really want to see where this was coming from and how this shit was gonna relate to me. But now I'm seeing that and this individual doesn't like that and I don't like this. I'm scared. And God don't fuck with that. God's like, man, my nigga, like you knew that's not your profession. You knew art was your profession. So you jumping into that, you should be prepared for the experience of what people are gonna say. So when you're in the wise spirit, you take it as okay, this is constructive criticism. If it even gets there, it may not even get there. It may be in a space where it gets to a space on where, oh, yeah, it's like I'm doing this right now, but and deep down in my heart, I know art is my passion. But I'm just playing basketball with the boys. I'm just playing or if I'm playing high school basketball, then I'm just gonna play for the purpose like if my coach thinks I'm a starter player, I'm a play starter, but I'm not gonna try my hardest. I'm gonna go in the paint like I'm gonna go in the paint like I'm gonna have like an artistic way in how I do something. It's like so you're in that mind state. You're in the first mind. You're in the first body. You're in the first environment where things created this environment. So when you're in that space, it's like this doesn't really matter. This is the most important one, and that more important one you put more time and passion into gets you out of that situation that you thought to yourself, okay, basketball is not my passion, but I'm utilizing basketball to get me to a space somewhere I can get more people to notice me. That one basketball player that wasn't really didn't really take it too serious to be a art star, like an art person that was like a star in that profession. Like I'm good at you're good at art. This individual, he or she is good at art. So it goes both ways on however you see it. And however you relay that information, you understand. Okay, this is a new shift, so I can do things like that. The old shift would have been like, okay, and I hate going back to the old shift because I don't live in the, I'm always living in the present. I'm in the future. How do I? It's like I'm always trying to expand myself, expand. So when I look at the present, I'm like, okay, we're in a new current shift. When I look in the past, it's like, okay, this is a previous shift that we, and it's good to go in the past if you're trying to learn about yourself. It's not good if you're trying to reminisce and trying to pull this your past into the present, because the past is the past for a reason. God left that in the past for a reason. You trying to bring that back up in the future, in the present, in moment, and you never know in the future. You may go. It's like, you know what I'm saying. So you gotta know how to see something, because you're always gonna be in a point in space on where you're recognizing new talents about yourself, new abilities about yourself that you can acquire and relate towards in any form of information, where you can have some sort of passion or drive on whatever you're doing. You can always help the next individual out, and it's no hard feelings to whoever is taking it personal at the moment, because at the moment we're all here for that learning experience, and that learning experience is needed, because if you don't get by it past that learning experience and take it as ego, like, oh, this individual thinks he's better than me because they're teaching me something. It's not about that. It's about, if you know how to see it in this way, take that piece of what I gave you and you can go even further. But when you go even further, don't get in your ego thinking to yourself, oh, this individual, he gave me something. Because then you won't, it's like, you're not even going far. You're already going to that space where that individual has been there. And you never know, that individual probably gave you that to get to that space, just to realize, oh, shit, I actually am being a demon at the moment. I should know to myself, it's not about ego. It's about each one teach one. And we help each other in each relative space. You know what I'm saying? So it be shit like that. So that's why I always tell y'all, like, you got, like, that's what I always say to y'all. That's that's it's good to know that at all times, because when you know something at all times, you know the all around of a situation on where shit derived from. So you know, when you understand where shit derived from, you're in the you're in the expansive space to where shit even you pull shit out of. You know what I'm saying? So you're pulling shit out of those, like, that expansive space, and bringing it down to your relative space down here, to relate that to individuals, and however they take that is how they take that. But be aware, no matter what, that individual's always gonna see you like look always gonna be have to look up to see you, because you're not really, it's like the way you're expressing yourself is actually not even some human type shit, humanoid type shit. It's some new alienoid, if you want to use these word alien and all, but it's really some new alienoid way of communication. And so they can never beat you down talking about, oh, fuck that, because they can't even reach to where you're at. So it's like the best they can do is respect that and be like, okay, I fuck with it, and not even respect that, but more in a space on where they can appreciate, not, and I hate, because these are all Luciferian words of respect, to appreciate, but it's more they can see where you're coming from, and when they see the season what you're creating, where you're coming from, you're swimming in a nice resort, instead of you in a chaotic space, right? You're in a deep sea, and you don't even know how you got there, but it's because you try to reach for something you know you couldn't get, and you the harder you go, the harder you fall. So you don't know how to get back up, because you took that juice from that individual on how that individual was trying to help you out, and then you try to take that for yourself, not knowing how you gonna try to finesse that individual and how they see something when they taught you how that was even the purpose on the main point of view, main purpose. So it's like, now you're in the space on where you're seeing it from the space on where, like, this is the teacher element. This is the way why we have teachers down here. In all aspects of life, we're always gonna have teachers. You know what I'm saying? And students. So when we have teachers and students, it's all a space of where we it's like this is what God needs down here, because God doesn't want to come back down here. But if God can give you a piece of what it has to offer for you, then you can relate that within your student, within your teacher role to the students, and the students can relate them, become the teacher, and relate that to their teacher role to the students. So it's like we're like teaching each other. You know what I'm saying? And it's not supposed to be seen as ego there. You know what I'm saying? So that's supposed to be seen as ego. I don't want to say ego, but that's same thing, ego, because you're, you know what I'm saying? But it's not supposed to be seen as ego. You know what I'm saying? Because motherfuckers being egos don't know that you can only go so far, and you can only when egos only stay in this atmosphere. So that's self-explanatory in that aspect. You know what I'm saying? So when you're seeing something, you're always knowing where you're seeing it from, the main perception, the main perspective. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'd be like telling y'all, like, be aware of what you're looking at. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you're looking at certain things, know how to relay that. Know how to appreciate the little things you have, because the little things you have, those appreciations be even more potent when you know how to have some sort of when you have some sort of respect. It's like when you have some sort of I'm doing this wrong. All right. When you have some sort of passion for that, it helps you out in the main purpose. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be shit like that. So that's why I'd be like, yeah, it's cool. It's cool to have you know what I'm saying, to be a celebrity and shit. Like, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's not cool to me, but like, I guess it's cool for celebrities to be celebrities when they be on all these platforms and all these things. And it's like, I'll be thinking, all right, that's dope. But why would you want to be dope in this worldview? You know what I'm saying? You don't become nothing but it's like you don't become nothing but the grams and then the fourth and the sixth. I'm telling you, it's like you become like some shit that we sell up there. It's like some, you really become like some objects. So it's like, why would you want to be some shit down here just to be some potent ass weed up there? It's weird. Like it's like I probably don't have the right way of how to explain it, but it really be like that. It's like, y'all, and not, this is just to see. This is, if you, the way you gotta, it takes ears to see, eyes to listen. So it's like when you're seeing it, it's like it's funny because it's like you tell yourself, now I can't be that deep, but then when you get there, it's like, whoa, is that deep. But see, it's not for me to go deep. It's for me to look at it as simple first. Down here, it was already simple how God was told me it. And when I go there, I can go deep because now I can see it. Okay, so it's a mechanism that's going on, and it's like okay, it's like I got stretched. Oh, I feel good. Oh, but it's like, yeah, it's like motherfuckers. It's like things be funny when you see it in a certain way. It's like, it's weird. Like, I don't know. I can't. I don't want to. I can't. I don't want to go too deep into it because then y'all will be like, what the fuck? But I don't want to go too deep into it. But excuse me. But it's like that. So that's why I'd be like, no. You gotta know thyself. You gotta know what spiritual race you're from. That's why it's good to know your ethnicity. I mean, your ethnicity, your background, all that shit, because that shit matters. You know what I'm saying? So you know all these things. It's like you're understanding your first spiritual natures, and then you can understand each aspect of where things derive from, and things were kind of derived. You know what I'm saying? Things will start getting into the aspect, and what space it was at was, god damn, what space it was at the moment. Like, when did you officially become a monk? Was it from the beginning? Would it take some time? You know what I'm saying? Was it? But what you gotta know by default is like, nigga, once you're born, you're already a monk because you're creating something new. You know what I'm saying? So you can't think to yourself, oh shit, I was a pure racer at a moment, but then I became a monk because of mixing the splice. No, it's like already by default, you're already a monk. But the mut aspect of how you're seeing it is not the negative annotation you're thinking it's about. Like you can't like when people say when people say I want to be a mutt, I'm not a mutt, but you can't look at it as negative. It's like the whole world, we're all mutts. At a point, so it's like you can't say something like oh like we're the original race, we're the pure race, we're the first race, whatever you flunked out shit y'all be into. It's like you can't see it from that perspective. And even if you were, are you native to this land? So that's where you got to understand. Okay, the Native American, Native Indian trilogies aspects of this. You know what I'm saying? And it's like where was your footprints in the stand of where you came and derived your spiritual ancestors at that moment? Where were they at that specific moment? You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't understand where they were at that specific moment, then because like you weren't, then that's not your cup of tea. But if you got that cup of tea, not that one drop bullshit, if you got that cup of tea with you, then you'll know. Okay, this now I know where I'm actually spiritually at as a spirit, on how I can relay myself to whatever space I can pull out from the all space, and it's not even pulling out from the all space. It's the all space pulling out from you, because it's an inside out thing. What you do when you create that inside out mechanism, it's like it's not something it's not something you're going to, like, oh, you're sending to, and it's like it's not that. It's something you already have within you. And if you have spirits that are utilizing that, or if you don't know how to get there, or if you haven't been there in a while, or if it's like if you haven't, because if you have spirits within you that are utilizing their aspect of how to get there, and they can't, and they're trying to let you know, but you're too lost in the illusion, thinking, oh shit, is this, then you will never get there. But once you understand yourself and know how to get there, then it's even more beautiful, because now you're in a space of where you can see where shit is actually. You can see why you have certain thought forms, certain ideas, certain feelings, certain ways on how you do shit. It's like all derives from that stimuli, and that stimuli helps you in the long run when you know how to see it from the main point of view on where you're at that one point, on where you create the point, on where the point of reference for the first time on where you're at. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta do it at that space. You can't. And let's say you're in a broad spirit, so the point of reference you're at is far out. So it's almost like it's almost like it's almost how I explain this. It's almost like, let's say you're fishing, and you're fishing for the far fishes in the far in the far out. You know what I'm saying? So you're throwing your fishing hook in the far out land. Whatever you hook is your piece in the puzzle, because you knew whatever space you were to derive that feeling, that idea was you throwing far out. Was it? God damn, I just tongue twisted bullshit as well. I hate these words sometimes. Like, god damn, because it's not okay. It's like what I'm about to say ain't even really explaining what I actually mean, but it's the best way I can explain it, because words can explain this space. But let's say you have a fishing hook, and the idea is you going far out. The feeling is whatever you hook from that. Once you know the brain, the heart, these are different organs. These are different. These are animals. These were once fish. Now you're understanding the piece in the puzzle you have with God. So when you're going in that fishing far out, you're seeing what organ you came out from God at that moment. And it's like you're reeling that in, and it's like it's not you even getting it; it's God giving it to you. So let's say you and at this moment, I can't even say too much. I can't say I can't. I will not say no anymore after right now. I'm gonna leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? Cause I brought some shit. I don't want to, like, hell no, like, fuck that. I know how to take it out, get rid of it real quick. But it's like I can't have things in that space, because that be dirtying up shit, and it's like hell. It's like it'd be fucked up, because it's like I get the blame for it, and then I I'm seen as the like you. Why did you? And it's like God. So let me get the fuck out of that. But this is where shit. You know what I'm saying? Put these shades back on this motherfucker. But this is where shit happens. This is where your magic happens. You know what I'm saying? So when you understand goddamn, when you understand where these things get derived from, you'll be put in a space somewhere you can you'll know how to. It's like you won't care for that judge energy, presidential energy, election energy, what's all these confinement words that you lost, a mayor energy, all these all these objects. You won't get lost in none all these objects. It's like you're seeing where you. It's like you're seeing where you can have your own thing, and it's not even that. So when you're seeing your own thing, and it's the thing you create out of nothing, you make that something look like nothing to be that thing that represents you in your own way. Excuse me, goddamn, sorry y'all. But yeah, but yeah, you have that own thing that it's like SD. So when you have that thing, it's like you'll know where all things derive from in life in general, because teamwork makes the dream that created the world. You know what I'm saying? And the world that we created took each and every spirit to create that substance. Now, based on where you were aware of, we have spirits that created this shit and spirits that came after the fact. Now, if you know you came after the fact, then you were in a space of where you've already were in an awareness, and then now you're doing this shit that spirits have already been there, done that, but you're doing it in your own way, and sometimes that's why you try to do it in a certain way. It's like you can't go. It's like you can't go all the way far with it, because that spirit that did it didn't create it for it to be that way. They created it for it to be a different way. So, however space you're in, that's how you know you came after the fact. If you came beforehand and you did this, you created this world, that means the consciousness you created when you were in this relative swirl space, you were in a space where when you create from the inside out, you exit out of that form and went into that form, and it's like you're always exiting out of forms, and you never go jumping in a form. You're always exiting out of form. So when you exit out of the previous form you were in, you create a form that you told yourself, okay, this is where shit is gonna be for this space. This is where shit's gonna be in this space. It's like you're setting shit up. It's like almost like when you're at home, you're setting up your vase, you're cleaning your house. Like you're setting shit up. But instead of you cleaning the house, it's like you're creating these building blocks of where things derive from. You know what I'm saying? So when you're coming with certain knowledge like that, now you're looking at things from the space on where, if you don't actually see it, if you don't have some sort of relativity in that space, you will know. Well, you don't even know what I'm talking about. So it's not even for you to understand. But let's say you understand this, you're actually having some sort of thing on where you're remembering the footprints because you went back in the past aspect of things. In the past aspect of things you're looking at, you're remembering certain things you put out there to represent you in your way. So whatever language, whatever word, whatever characteristic, whatever vibration, whatever frequency, whatever idea, whatever motion, whatever elemental energy, elemental process, whatever. And these are all things. This is all shit. This is all shit. You got in when you create. It's like you got in it. So you inside out, but then you got in it, because now it's inside out. Inside out. So now that's why we create. That's why we think we're going out. When y'all, that's why they not y'all, but I'm talking about the people of this world that dumb spirits. They think they're going out, but they're really they're not going nowhere. They're always in the same existence. So it'd be shit like that. So it's like, how do I explain it? I feel like I keep feeling like I shouldn't be, but I want to feel like that. But yeah, it'd be shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta know how to see some shit, certain shit. The reason I was gonna say like I like the process on how that happens is based on like where you're at though. It's as a spirit, so you can't, like I say, you not all will understand it, but some will. You know what I'm saying? And when you connect it with all possibilities, you see it from these lenses because you're its child, you're God's child, and God showed you the right way and how to see things, but it's also not left. It's also not up, and it's none of that shit. All that shit is bullshit. Don't even bring that shit up here. And we're not even up, but see how this language just gets us fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So I be having to clean some shit. I gotta be having to clean shit. Like, God damn, this shit is fucked up. I hate to feel like that, but it's like that's why we all in this together. I guess, you know what I'm saying. But like when it gets to this, when I'm down here, like we're all striving to be something, and that something is what's on our mind. Up there, it's like we're all trying to be like nothing, the spirit, and that's where shit happens there. And we're trying to create a form in the seventh, eighth, and ninth dimension up there. It make that nothing look like something. You know what I'm saying? And it's a contradiction because that's almost impossible. How you make nothing look like something? Now you see the impossible we're trying to do. Now you get it? You know what I'm saying? It'd be shit like that. You like sometimes you think to yourself like people's ways of seeing shit be so limited because they don't have these lenses on how to see something. You know what I'm saying? But you need to have the clearer lenses to have the ability to help an individual if they're in a stagnated place. You have to have, since you're so brought out, you already know all about that the ends of warehouse and all that shit about that space. So when you're it's like angels, like we learn not to even give a fuck about shit like that no more. So we already in a way broader space, but sometimes we be seeing it. What the fuck? It's like, you know what I'm saying? But it's like we God told us like not to even worry about shit like that. Like they'll get there. You know what I'm saying? Because eventually, like if you understand it, it's like you eventually get the mechanism and you'll get out of it. But it's like the best example is like people that be stagnated down here. So for example, they desire like third dimensional, like they desire to be like trillionaires, to be a trillionaire. They desire to be like all these things of this world. They let's put it in a but they desire to be everything of this world. So they want to be seen for everything in this world instead of being seen for being themselves. They want to be seen as being something else. So it's always being something and not being I am. It's always being saying there's something instead of them saying I am. It's always them saying something. So I'm this. So when they say I'm this, that's what they say. When the strong spirits are back, we say I am. And when we say I am, that's where we have the power. But they say I'm this, so therefore I am. We say I am, therefore I'm this. Now you get it? So you say I am, therefore I'm this. You know what you are first. When you say, oh, I'm this, then you say I am. You say, oh, I'm this, whatever this is, that's what I am. You never know what kind of spirit used to be in that form or is stuck in that. It's like you're just getting shit fucked up. So you're getting shit fucked up. It's like you're putting that shit in your space, and that's why you may be going through holistic ideas and not ideas, but holistic experiences, and you don't know how to get out of it. Yeah, you're in that spirit that you thought you were. Now you're saying you are. It's like stupid. It's like a contradiction. It's like a retardation. It's like you shouldn't even be thinking like that. So now you're becoming something of this world instead of knowing you're not from this world. It's like weird. It's like weird. But you always gotta know where these things is derived from. Like I said, at every possible moment. No pun intended. Every possible moment, you just know where these things is happening, because they're always, it's like they're more in a space in where you can always have it under control when you're seeing where things is coming from each executive moment. You know what I'm saying? That's why they can't. That's why they have something called executive producer, executive producers. It's not the actual producer, but the executive producer is the one that talks to the producer. So so you should know how to talk to yourself in these ways of seeing this. So you should be the executive thing on how you talk to yourself in every moment. So when you're talking to yourself, you have this character, you talk to, but these are all different versions of yourself. That's why when you dream, you think you're seeing different people, but these are all different versions of yourself. And when you've seen these different versions of yourself, you're supposed to know how to intertwine with these things and connect with these things in a space of where you're seeing it from the space of where, okay, I'm talking. This is me talking to myself in different ways, and how I make God possible is have more attributable ways and how I can not manipulate, but maneuver within these scenarios and have better like ways in how I can express something. So now you're always breaking out of cocoons and becoming the butterfly in all aspects. Now you can become an esoteric butterfly, and you can fly around and see all this shit's going on in general. You know what I'm saying? And you can beyond that, but I'm just talking when you're become these type of when we have these type of talks, we don't let the physical. We're talking some spiritual shit. So everything we're talking about, everything that can fly, basically is what you become. You know what I'm saying? And these are way better forms than this humanoid forms down here. Trust me. You know what I'm saying? Way better. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it'd be shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, goddamn. But you know what I'm saying? But it's like that's how you gotta see these things at all times. You know what I'm saying? Because these things be the helpful moments in your life that you always like never give a fuck about till now. You know what I'm saying? Now you understand why sometimes you be going through most experiences that you feel like aren't that important, but for some reason something tells you that dive deeper in that experience, negative or positive. See what you can pull out of that information. So whether that information took you to a prosperous space or negative space, it's all taken to a space. These are all spaces, and your spirit creates the spaces in. You know what I'm saying? Because your spirit is no thing, no shape, no form, and that thing is that thing that your spirit is creating in is the mind state. So when it creates certain mind states, you're not even creating a certain space. You're creating a certain mind state. That what made you see those from those lenses. And when you see from these lenses, you gotta go dive deep. You gotta go through all scenarios. Like see this first spirit that did that. This is how angels see it. So we see the first spirit that did that, and where they were, what they're doing right now, what they're currently into, and all that shit. And we see the spirits that followed it, and then we see the spirits that all that. So we're seeing all these things, and it's like you're really like it's like you're really an astronaut at this moment. The real astronaut. Well, not whatever NASA's talking about, an astronaut going up in space where you can't even leave this atmosphere. So whatever they be talking about is some lostness. But it's like now you understand shit. Oh shit, this is okay. So I'm getting it now. So it's like I get it. You know what I'm saying? You get it. So it's like now when you're teaching your spiritual root race upon this, not your spiritual predecessors, but your spiritual root race, because they're all with you. So your spiritual predecessors tell you about these different types of information. Your spiritual root race, really, technically, we're all a spiritual root race, because we're all, not me, but let's say this, because I'm not human, but for y'all are a spiritual root race, and then the animals have their spiritual root race, but like. These are keyword root race. These aren't the family. These aren't your spiritual family. When you know how to connect with your spiritual family, that's your spiritual predecessors. Your spiritual root race is who you're with right now in this atmospherical world. In this atmospherical world at the moment. But now you know. Now you're down here to know. Okay, we're here to create our own atmospheres, because right now we're all mini atmospheres. Y'all are mini atmospheres, but now y'all trying to create your own atmospheres. So it's like that. It's like the same shit, but more expansive and more abilities, and those abilities are all different versions of you. You know what I'm saying? So now you're seeing it from the angel perspective, the real way, the real spiritual way, how you supposed to see, how you always seen it, but you just forgot about it. So it's like it'd be different ways on how we like shit appears to be. Like shit may appear to be all negative all the time, but it's not for you to be negative. It's like it's let's say you're going through a negative experience in that world. In that world, it's not seen as really being negative. Okay, it's like you see it from the space on where you were at that made that happen. You know what I'm saying? So now you're seeing it from the perception of where you you put in something, whatever you put in, you get out. So whatever you put in, you got out. So if it was an extreme negative information, extreme negative experiences, that's what you get out of it. So that's where it should happen. That's where shit derives from. You know what I'm saying? So, so yeah, I got dry lips. I got, it's getting cold as fuck. So yeah, y'all niggas, put chapsticks. Y'all bitches, make sure you put your shit on. Whatever y'all people, put that shit on. Yeah, and lotion, the best one, lotion. You know what I'm saying? Which any oil, not you don't want to put oils on your lips. You want to put Vaseline materials on your lips. You want to put oil, put that shit on your skin, but on your lips, nah, because it's not. It just makes it worse. Skin already, but I mean, I'm not gonna get into health aspects. I'm trying to keep it on. I'm just saying, but yeah, so it's like it be shit like that. So yeah, so I've kind of lost my point, but yeah, but it's all getting hip to the spiritual mechanisms of this world. You know what I'm saying? That's all you want to be understanding the spiritual mechanisms of this world, because now you understand the spiritual mechanisms of this world. You're seeing where things actually start like where the seeds derive from started off from the beginning. So anything that says the beginning, you know where they're coming from. You know where it all started from, because it's a stimuli that started from somewhere, didn't it? It can't just start from just right now. It had to start from somewhere. So whatever stimuli an individual's in, you know that very well came from something. You know what I'm saying? You can't say it didn't. That came from something. You know what I'm saying? And whatever something that came from, if that stimuli was in a negative space, they will get that back. Because who told you to make a stimuli like that when you know damn well the stimuli is all derived from us having an ability to do something? So the ability you chose to do was a negative seed ability. Why did you choose that negative seed ability? You got to go through that initiation, that punishment. Now you can't just be thinking to yourself, oh, this is my life and this is why. No, like who told you to melt who told you to melt metals? You know what I'm saying? Who told you to make uh diseases for people, like sicknesses? Who told you that was the right thing to do? You know what I'm saying? Who told you this was God's gift? Who told you all this, nigga? If you got a little dick, then live with it. It's not about you thinking, oh, I got a little dick. Everyone else has to have a little dick now. Oh, ha ha. Oh, y'all have little dicks too. Now, what the fuck kind of faggot ass, queer ass, gay ass shit is that, nigga? What the fuck you supposed to? If you born like that, put yourself in psych yourself up like, nah, this is like think of something else beyond trying to manipulate other people to have same have some hormonal imbalances with themselves, or trying to, like, why would you do that? Like, why is that? Why do you think that's so? Now they have certain things on their brain, certain parasitical things on their mind, certain things because what you want to. So it's like, what the fuck is that? So it's like all that shit gets put on you. I don't get put on that individual. So whatever you're putting out for an individual, that gets put on you. Like, I don't know, everything is in reverse. So whatever you think you're doing in the spiritual realm is actually the opposite. So you think you're killing an individual, in the spiritual realm you just killed yourself. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it'd be shit like that. So I'd be thinking like, why do y'all even come up with certain ideas to be like this way? You know what I'm saying? Where you can be all in your own way and create your own new experience and how something is supposed to be seen. So when you create that new experience, you create that new seed. Everyone else wants to be what the fuck you said was the shit. So so you make light seem like the hardest shit in existence. Instead of you talking about light travels in the speed of sound. I've never seen light travel my whole entire life. And what y'all gotta understand is that light aspect it's just them talking about the mind. So you understand that's how they see their mind. Their mind. That's how fast. That's how they think their mind moves. For you to mind, like, listen. For I'm gonna put y'all. I'm gonna say give y'all the most easiest shit that God can show you. The simplest example ever. And this is simple. You can do it right now. You can test this right now. You can stand up right now and spin around. Now, doing your esoteric 360 is what you have to do. What you if you want to if you train your mind to do that every day, you subconsciously just do it and you're not even aware of it, but you did your esoteric 360. Now let's say I told you spin around super fast and don't stop and keep going. Well, what happens? You get dizzy. So, for example, let's say, for example, your body does the same thing your mind does. So if you're doing some shit like that, spinning around till you get dizzy, your body just mimics the mind. So in your mind body, you're getting dizzy, but you're doing it in a different way. So you may not be getting dizzy. You may have gotten how I say this you know how you can get knocked out and you can see stars. It's like you may have got what's that shit? Ruptured a mind state. So like it's like shit like that. So you know when y'all go on roller coasters, I've been on a couple roller coasters as a kid, but I never fuck roller coasters. I always hated roller coasters. That shit fucked up my head, my brain. I always hated that. Like, I'm always dizzy. Always felt like I always puke. That was weird. But let's say you in a roller coaster, you're in the swing, the seesaw, where that's going fast, or the roller coaster, that's fast. In the mind body, you're in a you're like, and this is not for y'all to get scared. Think, oh, I shouldn't go roller coaster. No, this is just what you're doing. You're putting your trust into a human into a human object that was created. So that thing can easily fly. So your mind thinking that this shit can fly off somewhere else. Because that's what y'all do. Y'all do it to get scared. So don't think this is some stupid some fake shit. This is the real. This is the real shit. What be really happening. So you're on the roller coaster, trying to go fast, just dare to get scared, but you're going fast. In the mind, your mind thinking, oh shit, what if this shit just flies off and leaves? And that's happened a couple of times. I had a lot of times. So you're telling yourself, oh, but it's a man. But your mind always goes to okay, but this man said, and the man didn't even create. The man told somebody to create. The man seen somebody create it and it capitalized on that. So you're really on you're really not even on that dude's start. You're on the people that actually you're on a human that created that. Whatever mindset they don't, and they're probably depressed like this. Let's build this shit and get this shit over with. You're sharing shit like that. So it's like now you're in that mind state, and when you're spiritual, you start to think of shit like that, and that gets that gets important. That now you're thinking okay, planes, and the third dimension. Jets in the third dimension, roller coasters in the third dimension, cars in the third dimension. All these, you're risking your shit, but don't see it negative. Just see it is what it is. Now, when you're in that space in the roller coaster, fast as fuck, what you're doing is, it's like you may think to yourself, oh, yeah, this is that, but in reality, you're just rupturing your mind states, getting rid of this mind, not getting rid, but holding on, getting condensed in this mind state, because it all derives on fear, and that's the key blood that they even use to even try to eat y'all when these demonic ass evil ones do these dumb shit. Like they be thinking to themselves, oh, this individual was in fear before they passed away, so their organs gonna even be more juicier. So you're in that space all the time, condensing in mind states like that. Like, okay, this is this, and this is that, and this is that, and this is this. You're condensing it, and you're rupturing these because you're not letting them just fade away like how it's supposed to. That's the real speed of light. If you want to talk about light, speed of light is really that. But we got to a whole thing, but I don't know what we think about speed of light. But yeah, that's kind of the shit that happens. Like the speed of light aspect. it's just they say it's the mind, but the mind doesn't really move at the speed of light. The mind just is what it is. The mind mimics the spirit. So now you're saying the mind is speed. Now you're saying the mind is speed. So now if the mind is speed, then what is the spirit? Because you're saying the mind, the speed mimics the spirit, or the mind mimics the spirit, and or the light. Now you're saying the light mimics the spirit. Is retarded. That's how your spirit gets lost in these things. Spirit get lost. So you might have been a race car driver and you were driving super fast and you killed yourself, and now you just looks like time you hate anything that goes fast, or hate anything that goes speed, and now motherfuckers tell you, oh, something about the speed of light. You get on so many traumas that you don't even know, but you probably, if you're not spiritual, you may not even see it like this. You may think to yourself, "Oh, I just hate when motherfuckers talk about speed of light." Oh, you may not even that may not even be the thing. It may be when people use it in a sentence. You may think, "Oh, it's whatever this individual said in the sentence that made me upset." But it's really them just talking about, oh, the speed of light. This it's like bullshit. That's just retarded. That's the most retarded shit you can think of, like speed of light. I don't know why people even came up with that conclusion. Thoth, Tahuti, like Tahuti, Takuchi. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know where these motherfuckers be lost in, but it be retarded shit. It's like, why the fuck y'all be lost in some stupid shit like that? So, in a nutshell, your mind doesn't move in the speed of light, but your mind does move quickly. And when I say quickly, it ain't in no light, nothing. It ain't no speed, nothing. It's just your mind has the ability to change a different mind states. So instead of saying, if you want, you say the mind is light. Just say light has the ability to change. That's all y'all could have said instead of saying speed of light. Y'all could have wrote on the shit on y'all NASA books. Light has the ability, and they might say they might start saying that shit on Google now. So that's why I shouldn't even say some shit like that. Like, I'm telling, like, they be stealing shit. But y'all could just could have said light has the ability to change. And when y'all say light has the ability to change, the motherfucker thinks to himself, okay, that's why the sun, and if you want to get them indoctrinated, but the right way, they'll be like, okay, that's why the sun has this transition, and then it looks like, you know what I'm saying, then so they'll start thinking different ways instead of thinking, oh, it's so fast, but the sun, it's weird, like, y'all, if y'all spiritual, y'all can see it, and I know y'all can see it too, but that's really how you gotta see it. Like, it be simple shit like that. Your mind can't tell. Mind just knows what you're putting attention to. You know what I'm saying? And the more shit you put attention to becomes your realm of reality. So don't get lost in no nonsense bullshit nonsense. Get lost in shit that God wants you to get lost in. If God wants you to get lost in something, get God, then you have the all right to get lost into that shit, because you're not really getting lost into nothing. You're really understanding you're found, and you found yourself. And when you find yourself, you're around other spirits that found themselves too, and you're around other spirits that found themselves too. And it's all, and I'm not gonna talk about that too. But yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it be shit like that. So, motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? It be shit like that, you know what I'm saying? So, let me put the shades on, it's bright. But yeah, so it be shit like that. So, yeah, just motherfucker, you gotta see shit. You gotta know where things is coming from, like I said, you know what I'm saying? We all have a piece in the puzzle where we all put our 2 cents in, you know what I'm saying? So, whatever 2 cents you put in that piece of the puzzle, know how to get back to that. Know how to climb back to the top. If you want to climb back to so and so thought or top, you know what I'm saying? You want to climb to so and so idea or fear, wherever you're climbing to, you just know you're climbing to that. You're gonna meet your maker. But if you're in a space where your maker is the shit, like, it's like, oh shit, this motherfucker the shit, then you know what mind state you in. You're in a good ass mind state. If you know your mind state, oh, is this, and I'm gonna do it this way, and then to drive this way, then you're gonna beat that. But see, it's really like, but it be shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But you got it's really, once you do that, you see where that stemmed from. So you're always looking at different perceptions of yourself and where that stemmed from. So if it stemmed from you having that idea, then you know that's where it came from. So it's like all ideas you would think to yourself on how to get rid of it. You done already thought about that. So it's like you might not even want to get rid of it if it's something you created that was positive. You want, I want to keep this forever, but all things have to go, because all things have, like, the mind always has to expire. The mind always has to. But if you're gonna create a long, a more condensed ass mind state into something, then that's what you're creating. But if you know how to create mind states that are more lighter in weight, and you can choose at will on how you want to experience this in the next one and the next one. It's like you're always flying, and at every moment you don't get it fucked up. You are always flying. You can be walking around right now, you're flying. You can be standing still right now, you're flying. On what I'm talking, I'm flying. I'm flying. You know what I'm saying? So it be shit like that. So motherfucker, you gotta know, and that's pretty much I was saying this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So know where you're at every moment. You know what I'm saying? That's the most important thing at the moment. You just know where you're at. So it's either you're in a new shift or you're stuck in your old ways. And if you're stuck in your old ways, then you're stuck in your old shift, and you're stuck in ways and how you can expand. You can't expand out of something. If you're in a new shift, then you're always expanding. You're always expanding, breaking out of the cocoon in new experiences. And even if you're pulled from, even if you're going through some old experiences that come back up, you have better ways on how you can utilize that and use it for yourself, or use it for your own actual travels. So now you're utilizing that shit for some better, bigger purpose. And that's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? That's real motherfucking shit. Is motherfucking shit. And I appreciate, and I love all y'all, and I appreciate all y'all. No bullshit. I'm just facial expressions. I'm just talking. I'm animated. Yeah, because I'm a Taurus. So as soon as I see dry, like I use that Gemini moon to expect me to be all, probably, you know what I'm saying, all over the place. No Kanye, you know what I'm saying, because I ain't two faced in the wrong areas. In the right areas I may be, but not in the wrong ones. You know what I'm saying? Because beyond that, nigga, we all stars. Real shit. And Just Spark Stop Holly, we out in this motherfucker.